Welcome to the next podcast of Andy Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. Hope you've had a good week. We've got a wet day here in Mitcham, unfortunately. But anyway, it's been a great week here. I had some lovely bits and pieces arrived. A bit of research, a bit of identification, which makes a week go great, actually, I have to say. So anyway, I just want to go back on a couple of weeks ago that arrived from Laurie Colliver. I don't know whether any of you have got any of Laurie's Australian Cricket Digest. This is 1925-26. It's a 14th volume, so he's done well there. It's a bit like Wisdom, really. Everything's in there, all the matches and what have you that were played. So it's a pretty intensive book, that, I have to say. Thanks for Laurie for passing that over. What also came over was when South Australia won the Sheffield Shield in 24-25, and there's a write up of the season there. So that's a nice little gift over there from Laurie. But he also sent me over the match programme too. The final, South Australia v Queensland, and so it's a nice memory for all those South Australian supporters. So yeah, nice thing to get hold of that one. So anyway, what's arrived this week? Well, first off, we've got a nice lovely Valentine card there, Valentine's card shall I say, of Lord Hawke. Looks like that's taken at Old Trafford. Nice one there. I've got a few of those Valentine cards now, so that's added to the collection. I think there's only 6 Australian ones in the Valentine series, but I'll double check that. So nice one there, and it's also got a little bit of writing on the back of it as well. Where are we? We've got, who's that sent to? Mr. Foster, Asham College. What's that? Clacton-on-Sea. So there we are, Asham College. So that's nice. It's 1906, that postcard. So a lovely one there to get hold of. And then nice one here from Tony Partis, History of Surrey County Cricket Club. And it's got it's profusely signed there by quite a few Surrey players. I can't remember. I think it's must be about 30 or something Surrey players on that book. So I'm glad he's put all the names down on there, because I wouldn't have had a clue. I noticed I'll recognise a couple of them, but thanks to Tony for writing those down for me. So I have got that book, so it's just nice to get them with the Surrey signatures in, so really pleased to get all of that. And the other lovely book that's turned up this week is this nice one from Peter Lloyd and Pat Rogers again. It's their latest production, Blue Caps to New Zealand, New South Wales tour of 1923-24. It's a beautifully produced book, and it marbling on the side of it there. That's really well, and it's signed by Michael Punch, who's a relative of one of the players, son of New South Wales tourist Austin Punch. Martin Snedden, the New Zealand medium pacer, and Peter and Pat down the bottom there. So a beautifully produced book, I have to say. I've had a flick through. Some nice photographs there, well produced, and the reviews of it have been fantastic as well. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I have to say, it's 1920-21 New Zealand side there, just for one photograph. But unfortunately, it come through with a bash on it again from Australia, which is a bit of a blow. But there we are. So hopefully that'll be well. I'll try to iron them out a little bit, but don't get the sort of tear out of it. But there we are. So that's a beautiful book there. Thank you for Peter for sending that over. So anyhow, the main arrival this week was this lovely photograph book, or photograph album, should I say. Here we are here. We've got 1922. And one of the problems was we didn't know, or I didn't know where the ground was, but a bit of research, and it turned out to be Bath, 1922. And there's quite a few of the Surrey boys there. And I've actually started putting some signatures in there that I've had snipped off, so I'll ask you about that in a minute. Hitch, and a nice one of Strudwick down there. The Surrey boys coming out there. I actually managed to identify the chap there, or not there, where is he? Oh yeah, there he is there, look. That one there, which is Tom Watts, who played 5 games for Surrey, being led out there by Percy Fender. Hobbs and Sandham coming out there at Bath. I managed to find a lovely photograph of Bath Pavilion, which sort of identified that. And we're going through there. We've got nice ones here. We've got a lovely one of Shepherd, Peach and Harrison. Another nice one there, a Fender coming into bat. And we've got Abel and Boyington there, the scorer. So that's nice. Then we've got going to JC White there. So this guy was obviously a Somerset supporter or lived down that way. And he had a pretty good camera because the photographs are excellent. I have to say, no blurring. So they're really good. AC Russell there, Essex boy. Another JC White there, coming out from batting. That's a Surrey team there. Sitting, taken outside the pavilion. What else have we got here? We've got A Young, who's Somerset. Rare ones these, A Young and Constantine. Very rare one of Constantine, don't get many of him, that's for sure. George Brown, Hampshire, and Alan Kennedy, or A Kennedy, Alec Kennedy I think it is. Then we go on to say the Bath ground. I'll identify it as a Bath ground. We've got who have we got there? Somerset team photograph, and Morris Tate and George Cox coming out from the pavilion. Another one there of Bowley and Tate, and good old George Cox there. He's obviously eating a lot of sandwiches. Couple of nice ones here. We've got Johnny Douglas, and who's that one? Robson and Hurt, I think that is there. Another one of Russell. Coming down now, I've got another one there of Johnny Douglas stuck in. Who we've got going out to bat? Douglas and Russell going out to bat there. We got Percy Chapman. Just about get Percy Chapman in. A nice one there of Herbert Sutcliffe when they played Yorkshire. AD Norse. Now we come here with a different one here. We've got there Sharp of Lancashire, Taylor and Cattrall, South Africa. So we've got here another one there, Yorkshire and Yorkshire again, coming out to bat with Wilfred Rhodes on there as well. Nice one, lovely one there of Percy Holmes, and we've got there Oldfield there. Then we go to the next one. There's 48 photographs in this book, by the way, which is a beautiful book. We've got to come here with another identification problem, but we got down to South Africa, because we've got Taylor and Hearn there, and out from the pavilion comes Barrett, Parker, Walters, Sinfield, and I think it's HFC Hobbs at Gloucester. So that was down at Bristol. That's 1924 when the South Africans come over. And we've also got in there Cattrall, Ward and Dixon down the bottom there. Lovely photographs. We've got the Lancashire side there. Nice one there of Boyce rather. Parkin, nice one there of Parkin, and also we've got there Tildesley and Ellis coming out there. And then we get to the last page, we've got to 1926 now. So this was the problem I had with identification. I've got this one here with the two chimneys and whatever, but didn't recognise that there. But anyway, when I was shopping on Friday, I thought to myself, right, I'm pretty sure I've got a photograph or postcard of Bristol down there, Fry's ground, and there it is there. So that managed to identify that ground, 1926. There's some lovely chimneys there on the pavilion. Obviously got a bit of a temporary job going here because of the draw of the Australian. So that sorted that little lot out. So I'm really pleased to get that. But my dilemma is, and as you've seen, I've started putting some signatures in there. There's Jack Hobbs that I've already had snips of. Hobbs, Duckett there, and there's another one of Johnny Douglas. Now I've got two signature sheets here out of that autograph book. That one there's got the Surrey team 1923. They're all on there except for Ray and Lockton. So on the back of that is the Kent side with some nice signatures as well. So I'm a little bit reluctant to do anything with that, even if I can pluck up the courage to snip that around. But I've also got another one here, 1924, with all the players there except Sadler. He didn't play in that game. So that's my dilemma. So I'm just going to pose a question to you lucky viewers. Should I cut that signature sheet up and place them in that book, or wait till I get all the signatures in singles, shall I say. So anyway, that's my dilemma this week. So hopefully you come through with a couple of suggestions, and I hope you've enjoyed this one with these lovely books and photograph album. All right, see you next week. Cheers. Have a good one. Right. Did that stop? Did it go even?